Hello again, this is Cad Howdy. This is entry number 2 for the International Car Show put on by Rich and his buddies at DEBOSS Garage. This second submission here, this is a 1982 Dodge W350, 1-ton 4x. It's an automatic trans. It's the way it came from the factory. Originally had a 360 engine. So this was my grandfather's truck. He bought it brand new in '82, and it was, I can show you later on, but it was originally a metallic coffee brown. And actually it was, I don't know, it was a bit of a debate whether I would have done that or this green like I did here. But this green is actually the same green that you could buy the 77 through 79 Dodge Warlock trucks, I think. They were a half-ton step-side adult toy truck that Dodge had, and this was the green that they came in if you wanted green. So it turned out wicked. I had a body shop do the fill and paint on her. And this was 4 years ago, just prior to graduating high school. I built this truck all through high school. So, bit of kind of my pride and joy, you could say. So, oh, what have I done? Well, barring the obvious nice paint job, I also had to do a bunch of work on the drivetrain. The 360 block I took and had it bored to 40 over, and I had it stroked out with a 4-inch crank, and so now it's what you would call a 410 cubic inch stroker. So doesn't look like it's got power, but yeah, it definitely does get up and go. Set of hooker headers work really well, fit nice. So if I had to guess, I don't know if I'm hitting the 400 horse mark. They are factory heads. They're a domed piston to give it about a 9.5 compression ratio. So I don't know, 600 CFM Edelbrock carb with a spacer and adapter for the spread bore. Manifold, which from what I understand, that came off of a 70, I got it at swap meet and the guy told me it came off of a 71 340 car, or 340 small block engine. So I'll take it for what it is. It fit, bolted up real nice, and it runs super well with that Edelbrock carb manual choke. So factory rad. I got an air compressor there. It runs the big old train horns in the front. Didn't have a horn, so why not put the loudest one I can put on there. Pretty for what I could do through high school and the budget that I had, it turned out really, really good, and I get lots of comments and people really like it. So got a set of hoop steps for it for the more height deficient folks who need to get in this truck. From the factory, it's pretty tall. I took 2 leaves each out of the front, just maybe to drop it down a little and then give it a little bit of ride. But it's a rough riding sucker. Rear bumper, that came off of a 76 Ramcharger. I wanted chrome one, and I fortunately found a neighbor that had a junkyard with a Ramcharger and this bumper in it, so it fits really well. All bed lined. Bed came off of a 92 Dodge. Rebuilt the sides here and then coated it also in bed liner all the way down the side. You can see there, and then you just paint the green over top. Set of American Racing 8x16 old guy rims. I guess I really like them with the big rubber. They're a 285 75/16. So I had a custom set of badges, one for either side, 410 for 410 cubic inches. So other things that I've done, it was originally a 727 Torque Flight 3-speed automatic. I actually rebuilt it and ran it for a little while, but I think I did something wrong because you only had first gear at a stop and when you manually put it in first gear. So I got it all fixed now. It's got a A518 4-speed overdrive with a lockup in it now, and so it cruises really well. And the NP205 transfer case bolted right up to that. So super happy with how that turned out. That was actually my second rebuild. So, and no, nothing wrong with it this time around. So super pleased. Looks fairly stock in here. Got an aftermarket tack. Reading. The read's pretty good. Temperature gauge doesn't work, but amps, maybe they work. Those needles never move, so you never know if they're working or not. Fuel gauge works. Oil pressure works. Here I've got kind of a nostalgic 80s kind of aftermarket thing. It's a volt temp oil pressure gauge, and it works like that, so you can switch between temp and oil pressure and volts, and it just gives you a set of lights on a graph kind of to tell you where you're at. It works. Water temp is accurate. I got 180 degree thermostat in it, and it comes right up to there. And then the oil, I think it's got a high pressure, high volume oil pump, high pressure, high volume oil pump, so it gets a little bit erratic. Just a very old school bench seat with old jump seats. I left them in there just for nostalgia's sake. So let's see, that's pretty well. I got this boot custom made, tanned leather. The old vinyl wasn't gonna cut it, so just to match with the interior, this tan interior, I got it made out of a tan leather. The door panels, they're pretty faded, but in shop class I was able to make these armrests. That's out of an oak with a yellow walnut stain. They turned out really well, although they are a little hard on the elbow. You put a jacket up there to give some cushion, but LED lights for the dome, and then the map light lights it up really well in here. Let's see. Oh, that's funky. The truck. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Yeah, truck isn't even running, but I guess there's oil pressure there. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'll fire it up for you to give her a listen. Oh, I better show you this too when I walk out. There's a switch there for my mean green lights that I've got to match the Persona. Just to give it a little bit of character, more character rather, with the green lights. So, pretty simple exhaust. Just basically 2 straight chunks of pipe all the way to the back, and then I've got them they come out on an axle dump. Tips with a 3-inch base that further come out to 4 inches, and then have a little bit of curl at the end. It doesn't wrap like a truck does if it's got small pipes, but it does hammer. It's a super cool and loud and obnoxious sound, so I'll take that any day. So I think that will wrap her up here. I might tag on an excerpt video of just me doing a drive-by and just give a little bit of a sound profile. So thanks for watching. This is Cat Howdy.